They moved quietly at first, blades whispering through leaves, following ruins that appeared like memories beneath the vines and sun-slit mist. The map promised an echo, a place whose name had been folded into myth and moss, Lumoria, where stone once sang in light. They found the first sign, a cracked stone arch carved with glyphs that pulsed faintly like memory beneath jungle shadow. Humidity clung to their skin. Every step uncovered older steps, each one carrying them deeper into a city swallowed by trees and time. They have the silence with boots on stone and low conversations laced with reverence, expecting nothing and everything at once. The jungle folded away to reveal a plaza, shattered columns, cracked temples, and a distant silhouette that breathed with soft golden light. They approached the largest temple, its facade riddled with golden symbols that shimmered when touched by a stray beam of sunlight. An inscription under their fingertips hummed like an old chord. The archaeologist read aloud words that had not been spoken for centuries. Within, corridors unfurled like ribs, each wall a fresco, each symbol a whisper leading them toward a heartbeat at the city's center. They uncovered a hidden seam, a passage yawning open where stone had been deliberately shuffled to hold secrets away from sunlight. They descended slowly, each step damp with history, the air cooling until their breath became small white clouds in the temple's belly. At the landing they found a wall carved with lines like a story, a prophecy condensed into stone, waiting to be read again. The words spoke of a city that once breathed like a living thing, where towers burned in soft light and bridges arced like teeth of the dawn. They saw ghosts of scholars in white and emerald robes, hands raised toward diagrams and lights, guarding mathematics of light and stone. At the city's heart rose the crystal, a monolith of suspended light, held by stone and ritual, its pulse dictating the city's breath. Trade and knowledge flowed along the bridges, music and calculations braided together until stone hummed and towers glowed from within. They had turned light into purpose, shaping crystal law and city rhythm, binding power to ritual and careful hands. Then the prophecy faltered on that same wall, describing a silence like winter, when towers dim and the crystal would choose stillness. The present returned with a tremor. Dust shook free from cornices and a low growl threaded through the halls like a waking beast. Masonry unlatched and a ceiling side open, corridors spilled light like bleeding memories, and the path forward became a race against the falling dark. One by one they navigated traps and ancient failsafes, metal and stone clicking back into place as the city tested their right to continue. The prophecy's lines echoed in their heads as corridors constricted. When the heart dims, the sky will teach the stone to sleep. They reached a chamber that breathed cold air, its center a void where scaffolds and old offerings had been arranged centuries before. Then the ground pitched and a pathway collapsed behind them. The only way was forward, into a vaulted darkness threaded with faint golden veins. They emerged into a hollow like a throat, where the air tasted of ozone and memory, and a pale light lingered without source. At the center, suspended and impossibly calm, hovered the crystal core, a living jewel of gold and emerald light that drank the dark and answered it. It pulsed once and the chamber inhaled, images surfaced around them, the city's peak folding into view like a recorded dream. They watched the flash of everyday grandeur, markets lit by soft crystal lanterns, scholars consulting glowing slabs, children running along stone bridges. Then the vision turned inward, the crystal's heart, a lattice of carved intention, its light kept by ritual and a truth they had almost forgotten. One archaeologist reached out. The crystal answered not by harm but by remembrance, gifting a note of sound that filled the chamber with old music. They understood the prophecy anew. Lumoria had slept to protect the crystal from those who would take without listening. Now it sought balance, not dominion. They recorded, they whispered thanks, and they sealed a new promise, to be keepers of memory rather than thieves of light. The crystal pulsed again, softer, and a single mote of light drifted upward, escaping through a newly opened shaft toward the sky. They left Lumoria changed. The jungle closed its canopy as if sighing, and far above, one faint tower glimmered before fading into memory. Some stories remain hidden by design. Lumoria's echo would travel with them, not as treasure, but as caution, beauty, and an enduring song.